Hello, everyone. Today is March 22nd. It is Friday, and this is the Daily Fantasy 5, where we bring you the 5 things you need to know every day in the world of fantasy sports. Before we get to that, let me mention our sponsor, www.mathradio.com, where you can pick up an online math course for your children between the ages of 7 and 17 for as little as $9.99. Go there now, www.mathradio.com. All right, now that that's out of the way, we've got a lot of news today. We've got the NCAA tournament going on. We have spring training happening, and we have a full slate of NBA games tonight. So we're going to start with baseball as the St. Louis Cardinals signed Paul Goldschmidt, first baseman, to a 5-year, $130 million contract that should have him with the Cardinals through 2024. I think it's a pretty good deal. The Cardinals usually have a decent lineup. So if you are a Goldschmidt owner, you should be happy with this news. Doesn't change much in terms of fantasy. I still expect Goldie to hit around 300 with 30 home runs and maybe approach 100 RBIs. He should be a definite high-quality starting first baseman for your fantasy baseball team. All right, enough baseball. Let's talk about the Indiana Golden State game last night. There are 2 notes I wanted to make. First, Darren Collison sat out again for the second straight game with a strained quad. I talked about him earlier in the year, how he is consistent but not flashy. Well, if he's not on the court, it's hard to be consistent. So I would worry about Collison for Indiana Pacers, especially if you're playing in daily fantasy basketball. You need to check your lineups 30 minutes before tip-off every night and see if he is available. Because when he is available, he's usually at a reasonable price and gets you some production. Also from that game, we talked about it yesterday, all 5 of the Golden State Warriors kind of key players were all healthy and playing last night. And Iguodala also played. So that's basically their key 6 players, all healthy and in the lineup. They each played over 20 minutes. I'm talking about Iggy, Cousins, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Seth Curry. How about Steph Curry and Draymond Green? They all started last night. They all played last night. They all played at least 20 minutes. However, none of them reached 20 points. This might be an interesting thing going forward. If all of their production is going to come down, their fantasy value certainly drops a lot if they are all healthy. Now, we'll have to monitor the situation going forward. If you, in a standard league, you've got to start your Golden State Warriors. You're not going to have a choice. You're not going to have a better option on your team than Steph Curry. But in a daily fantasy format, I would definitely be worried about starting any Golden State Warrior. All right, let's move to the NCAA tournament where, I killed it yesterday. 2-0 on this pod. In real life, I went, 10-5-1 against the spread. Not too shabby. 10-5-1, baby. We're making money. We like it. All right, anyway, today's picks. We have Liberty +7 against Mississippi State. Liberty is a 12 seed. I like Liberty. They play kind of a free kind of basketball. I think they have a definite chance to upset or at least hang in there with Mississippi State. Now, since I was right all day yesterday, I'm probably going to be wrong today, so watch out there. The other game that I'm predicting today is Cincinnati -3.5 against Iowa. I think Iowa is trash. All right, I don't think they can hang with Cincinnati. Cincinnati's too athletic. They're too big. I think Cincinnati wins this game easily in double figures. So I'm going to take Cincinnati -3.5. Those are my 2 picks for the tournament today. If you are an NBA fan and only care about NBA, well, Zion Williams, who will be a top 20 player in fantasy next year in the NBA, he tips off for Duke, I think around 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So watch him crush whatever the 16th seed is. I don't really know. But Zion is going to be major next year at the next level in the NBA. If you want to see him play in college, go ahead and check out the game tonight at 7. All right, let's go back to the NBA, and I'm going to give you one pick and to start tonight and one player to sit tonight. So they both come from the Toronto Raptors. So I really like Van Fleet tonight as a point guard against Oklahoma City. So I know Oklahoma City plays good defense, but I don't care. Van Fleet is only going for $5,600. He's been over 35 fantasy points the last 2 games, and he's averaged 33 minutes a game since his return in his first 3 games back. So he's getting the minutes. He's giving you production. I don't care that they're playing Oklahoma City. Van Fleet should get minutes and production for you tonight. He only needs, at 5,600 times 5, like 26, 27 points to get you value back, and he's been in the 30s every game. So go ahead and start Van Vliet as your point guard tonight for 5,600. I like that start. I'm going to sit Pascal Siakam. All right, he makes me nervous. He's coming off one of his biggest games since February 13th. He scored, 61 points last night or 2 nights ago, on Wednesday. That's huge production, and you're paying for it tonight because on FanDuel, he's going for $8,400. All right, that's far too rich for my blood. He also played 42 minutes on Wednesday, which is a big minutes for a big man like Siakam. So I would not predict that he is going to have another game like that. In his previous 9 games, he's averaged 32 points. For you to get value from Siakam tonight, he has to score 42. All right, that's the difference between these two guys, right? Van Vliet only needs to get about 30 points to give you great value, whereas Siakam needs to score in the 40s to give you value. All right, so it's just not worth it, in my opinion, when they're going up against Golden State, and he played those heavy minutes on Wednesday. So those are my 5 things you need to know today in the world of fantasy sports. We'll be back Saturday and Sunday. I'll be tuning in from Orlando, Florida, as we're going to be going to Orlando this weekend, but there will still be a show. And then on Monday, I'm going to be doing the top 20 quarterbacks for fantasy right now, and that ranking will obviously change before the start of the season, but I'm going to give you my little preliminary top 20 quarterbacks on Monday, so Monday's show will be a little bit longer. All right, that's it for today. Go to www.mathradio.com to pick up a course for your kids. They're great math courses. I teach them myself. Go over there on today. Why not? Check it out. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Good luck out there.